It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Giants and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis, we welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
That's down the field for Jefferson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right at the 35. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm that is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make everything in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. The numbers for him from a week ago, 9 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Barkley inside handoff. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 15. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And it is caught. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's the option. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. The Vikings at 6-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson from 3 yards out. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Touchdown, Giants! A big play there. 63 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He was able to find T.J. Hockenson with a touchdown connection on the previous drive. Now they start here 1st and 10. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Fighting through pressure. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right on the 30. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And Waller taking it in over the middle. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. The Browns trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. In that game, all square as they take on the visiting Seahawks. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Josh Jacobs, a touchdown run in the victory. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 32 on the play.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now back to throw. And it is caught. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson,
77 yards.
and the Vikings get a bit closer.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll set up to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's polished off by a Vikings score. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.